Today na the 21st day of September 2022. Do ya keep reminding people for go register? Keep reminding people for go register. Every day you dey see and clearly say we need for register because wetin do na only by that way day we go qualify for vote when 2023 the 24th of June come. If you don't register now, you're not able to vote that same day. Yeah? The 21st day of September every year, United Nations, they celebrate International Day of Peace. Every 21st day of December. International Day of Peace. But this we own International Day of Peace. We be get Sierra Leoneans them. Na the diaspora. Then in New York, they throw away word by themselves for politicians. Some man na for political party. Some man na because of the president. Some they in favor, some they against. On the day where the world say na the day of peace, na the day we ready for go na New York for go shire. What's in be the theme today? The theme na say end racism, build peace. All right. We go say no to racism. But in Sierra Leone, what we need for end and what we need for build. I know say a lot of people no go like waiting I go talk today. But pardon me, like I can every day where they say everybody get right to your opinion. What's your cost person? This na my own opinion. Now waiting I feel, but waiting I see today. Now they talk. And please, I can't correct twin ya. Government not they pay me. Yeah? So, as a citizen, what I feel, now they talk. I'm a taxpayer in Sierra Leone. So Lord, just understand that. Me, Tripoli, I don't like what I see today. I don't like him. I don't. If you go dance for president now, you go dance against president too. I say me see, I don't like what I see. We on this platform they claim say, not to claim self. That's what we've done. We don't try for bridge the gap between Sierra Leone and the diaspora. We don't bridge them. So that with the care, let they talk. So that with the care, let they motivate ourselves. But the energy where I see Famulen get today for jumping on streets. Say then they go in favor of the president. Some man say then they go against the president. Then now which same one go Canada? They can talk say, oh, the one in Asalo, they dance for political party, then they can't get them something just when you see there, then they go dance for political party. Oh, you na be salon, you be the dance for today? Na be salon? Or you want to say, oh, then be do Antoine Escoma. Then be do am. So, who they do am back? So now this will go deeper no more. If them be do Antoine Escoma, waiting change. If them do Anto President Bio, waiting go change. Waiting go change. Instead of yeah. I was not happy. I'm not happy. Oh. Because we in the diaspora, Sierra Leoneans them. Now we did go away what pa we safe. We did go away what? The other side them be boku. The other side they not boku today. Na APC then and then this. Oh, not APC then. Na PPP. Oh, na SLPP. Then na. Why? Why? Can we find another civilized way for make we communicate to the president? Make yeri we? Waiting. Una we come up for dance safe. Waiting una again today. Una we come up for dance. Waiting una again. In favor. Waiting una again. For say una get crowd. You know how much for dollar right now na tongue? You know how much for rest for bag na tongue? What you gain? You will come out for dance against the president. What you gain? Me, I just want to understand. I just want to understand. I really want to understand what's na the essence of this. Instead of we been get a group we really want meet with the president. Let we talk like a civilized nation. Let we get people from the embassy say, but they are within a year. We really want to meet with the president. Let's talk. But pakos mamikos? Pakos mamikos? Because it's like, now we against them. Now them against we. Now they go do party deal. What's in that they don't solve? What's he don't solve? We need to find a civilized way to communicate. We need to find a civilized way for communicate. How about I say I go communicate with this president? We know they listen to the people them. Do you tell Salon people them ba? So this one today, waiting come out today. The president no one talk to people them. And he say, I know that. Say no one talk to people them. So now the best way this. We they clash with against we safe. We now we they clash with against we safe. We on the bank way to we safe. Yeah. Okay. I remember the time I think na be former president Aneskoma. That said they she were blinding them. Mame Bangura. And they all. She blinding me, they dance. They dance when they sing and beat. They dance kick. But they dance. So, do we think this is the only way? I don't say people in for quiet. I don't say them for quiet. But do ya? The one that will be the chum chum today, I must. By right, for the salon, safely the register. You for the salon, the register. I tell you, say this na my opinion. Yeah? And all man get right to you. But I feel say diaspora we get potential for make change in us alone. We get her. And we know they use them. We know they use them. All I they see, now do me, I do you. Now we serve the diaspora they pa. Now do me, I do you. Now they pa. That's all I see. Now I see. Do me, I do you. Because they be doing to aneskuma, then go do am back to that to President Bio. If other president can, then go do am back to her. So I feel to say, yes, Bangwa said, then the protest for the people they will not allow for protest and salon. Belakoma, thank you for the stars. May I feel say a better way for they follow do this. And so I feel. A better way for do this. It's sad to say, if you get for say any town hall meeting, what the president go do, now he support them. Now you go see. But if we, we know they no side. We know they no side. If we able, it's sad, concern Sierra Leoneans. It be start fine. Now in politics kind side, it well. The Renaissance movement na salon, itself it start fine. Now in politics kind side, it well. It well. But honestly though, for we Sierra Leoneans them, we for able to come together, let we agree for disagree and say we want for meet with the president, pantown all meeting we go meet with all the man. All man. But trust me, who's president with that kind thing day? Who's president who go and meet with all man? For your safety self, you not go na room with all man. But diaspora though. But wait, so we in diaspora, we think send are the best way this, Did anybody say to keep quiet? Nobody say Bryant. Nobody don't say for keep quiet. Nobody don't say for keep mute. Nobody. Hey. But now salon people lemo. Now we safe back. Now we do that to we safe today. You see any politician mix day? We then can pass fep, then go inside. President stop and talk to them and talk to. Tripoli, suggest ba, how you think say we go get the president in attention? We need for fet this nonsense where they happen. Wow. So this is the best way. Some people go there genuinely, but some man go there na papati business. Some man go there papati. Me in Tripoli, I would like for meet with the president. Yes, 1-to-1. Or we sit down. Na Jama, let's talk to Wiba. Let we ask the questions. Let answer we. But there's a civilized way to do it. I see all man. I see most of the comments then say the president not get respect. The president, everything is the president. I say Salon problem is compounded. And we can't just point by one person. I say I want for meet with the president. And say the president no go meet with me. Me, I feel to say, I think I said something about that the other day. Where I say, I know say the diaspora then now then they wait for the president now for make them can demonstrate. Yo. Then be there for plan am. Beyond them be there for plan am. But if una feel to see, no tsuba. Una feel to say if we try as best as possible for meets with the president, do all the civilized channel. For meets with the president, you think say no go happen? Hey. For invite the president, Okay. John Balakoma, thank you for the stars. Moye Musa say, he said the way they can talk about the demonstration na social media, that self go make the president not even create any platform for discuss with person. So Kamara say the president will get a town hall meeting at Boston last year. I feel to say we are all aggrieved. We all. Ezekiel, thank you, sir. But all today, what did they ever go tell the president? We outdo them. We pass them. If you see the crowd will come out, we get the support. No more. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nine nigga for go tell her. Nine. But I tell you, say, trust me. Yeah. Okay. Where they say the president will get a town hall meeting in Boston, they will get to say na be selective meeting and they never no call a town hall meeting. So I ask again, is this the way we feel to say we go able to achieve what we want in a salon? Yes? What's in the go on? You're not correct. But how do we channel? How we go make let the president know say we want him attention? Now the way this normal? Nine? It's a sad situation though. It's a sad situation. Because this now we against we self. Now we against we self. Now we pass so force. Now we against we self. Okay. Because we then go sit down now, the politician then they laugh. Big one. Big one and they laugh. So you not see that today? Eh? Hey. I come with peace. I come with peace. Now International Peace Day. International Peace Day. And peacefully forget the president's attention. But not we with the fait we safe. With the fait we safe. Against we safe. And the politicians then are they win. Hmm? Now they win. Huh. Look like see the comment section then today. They're not there in for this our meeting map. It's fine. It's fine. I just feel say we forget a peaceful way for communicate rather than waiting me see today. But to open the phone line, maybe we go can explain to ourselves what we gain or what we lose. Eh? We'll open the phone line. Yes, Alpha, welcome on board. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tripoli, for bringing me back on this wonderful platform. For always say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on whenever you listen to this program. I think let me give me own take. I don't know if na spice I go add today or na Maggi we go make the soup sweet more and more, but or the wapo sweet more and more. But I think for me, I always they say this na waiting politics they reduce we to every other day in the country and outside the country. Now the level this because we take everything we put politics inside. If you aggrieved, you they praise the government, you right for do that one day. But the fact remains The fact remains now how you dey do am and now which picture it dey portray. Honestly speaking, today, so like they say, what me see today does not paint any good picture for Sierra Leone, any good image. This shows to the world that we are not in peace, and as well politics they divide we greatly in Sierra Leone. Don't like what they say now, wait till we benefit. And honestly speaking, there is nothing positive what we portray to the world. We see other protesters, then they organize themselves very well. Look how we won't come out. The one they had a cause, the way how they praise, the way how they do this. Wait till we really, really gain. But again, it's politics. Like what they say, do me and do you. Nine don't they so? It's a way an escoma made 90% of the one that we go protest against some way we go part the same UN business and conference. Most of them be politicians. Most of them then into this current government. If you go, you make mention of the Renaissance movement. People with ACC boss, may they part that protest the way an escoma may they. So what thing they do? This is just personal gain, personal reward. Nine people that they fight for. Now that make you see some people let me they post them, they video themselves, forget evidence. So even if power change hands tomorrow, these are the things they will be sending to the government in power or whatever. Now we may go protest for now, or now we may this, now we may do that. So it's not about the interest of Sierra Leone, but the interest of individual, the interest of we political parties. That's just it. What me see that make it now my own personal take at the give. Yeah. So, you might like it, you might not like it. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about waiting the affect Sierra Leone. Check it, Tripoli. Go back to that video of an Escoma. See them there. You see most of them there in politics in this current government. That's the reward, not as a result of Sierra Leone. It's as a result of their personal gain. And just the same thing this wire. You see some man they snap, some man they say, now we this, now we this. At the end of the day, waiting they happen. Tomorrow, now then go begin post them message then to the political party them. Now we go fed so, now we me protest yonder, now we me they talk this, now we me they do that. But is it at the interest of the country? No way. No way. I can tell you both sides. The one that we go support the government to, I mean the president to, the one that we go support against to. Each of these two parties, I tell you, most of what they do now as a result of individual gain, then family, then gain, and not the interest of Sierra Leone. Because when you look at them, trust me, you see the president, they shake hand to the one the way is happy. Why make you not go shake hand and you not go talk to the opposition? Why you not make you not able for to speak to the opposition? Yeah, but that's the same way them he do honest, then course, then do all kind thing. What did this president do? He rewarded them with position. He rewarded them with waiting. Good, good projects and waiting and call them. That's why they happen. I could go back to this guy, Sembu Mara, also that lawyer. He said he was part of Renaissance. Because of politics, he resigned. He moved off Renaissance movement. And that's just what we are seeing today again. Triple A, trust me, if power change hands, some of these people where they so currently, where they participating and call, where they call now with this, now with that, they want political position. For let them go rip off Sierra Leone people. Which will they go to profit? 90% of this government where they made up of diaspora. 90%. But what is the result? What are we seeing? You make mention of we should find another means to engage the president. Triple A, I'm afraid this president, campaign that he's a listening president. The presidential spokesman, self don't say that the president beyond a listening president. Even the information minister, always they say these things now radio. But call meeting, you invite the president. He will never go there because you are not in favor of waiting they go on. So waiting they happen because of this gap. This is the thing, as a development person, we always they watch outside the problem then you tackle it. Because of this gap, now that make you to get all the entire social media. Now that make you to get all kinds of way people they say, and it's very clear. They say the president now listening president, but he only listen to positive things about him. You criticize his government, you say anything against his government. They have specialists, they have people who then they pay na social media for curse you, for attack your personality. Is that a listening government or is that a listening president? For me personally, I do not believe that. If you're a listening president or a government, it's not everything that's positive you have to partake on or you have to listen. Listen to those that criticize you. You will learn from them. Listen to those that correct you. You will learn from them. Not everything, those who sing praises, those are the people you should embrace. Those are the people you should call close to you. No way. Because not everything when they say to you, when I praise can be real praise. Yeah, so for me, both parties, I not see what Salon don't gain today. You watch them, most in the minds of many of these international leaders who will see, then we say, look at the Wayaba. Poor country. You check the first 5 poor countries in the world, Sierra Leone is among. See the results who they go show. Instead of, how could you organize them kind of at Tripoli? That's the big question. Somebody asks, I follow up the comments them. You invite the president, even when they say he go talk now, America or so, where we go last year or so, then pick selected few. If you then also you are a real opposition person or you are critical of the government, they will not even allow you to go inside. You go back to even the media interview, the way the president don't do. They only selected questions for the president. Yeah, they only selected questions. Sierra Leone will not get that open platform wherein people will express their view, people will take random, they were able to get random question for ask the president. Before the president they would not even send waiting and call to the journalists where they go host them. Except otherwise. So for me, what me they say, if we politicians then be honest, Sierra Leone they go before in the next not distant future. But because we are not honest, we want to gain political favor, we want to gain political goal. That's what we are doing. The same goes to APC. This is the same thing they did. APC, the one that we right now, where they criticize, so whether and then before, bam, bam. Take note. If they know, if next year that they win election, you will see them. If not, so they win any year where they win, you they see them there. Yeah. So for me, now that make politicians me not to trust them. They are not stable. Lord, go back again. We don't see many videos and interviews where politicians, where the opposition, you go criticize, you blast. But when they go put you now, when you go to the powers that be, yeah, you see them, most of them don't kind of deny some of their statements there. Some man they say, I regret why I say this. It's so sad, Tripoli. Check. It's very, very clear. All the one that will be critical about the previous government, 95% of them are in political position right now. Some of them not even qualified and put them there because that's what they benefit. Now then they reward them for. Now I make take today with a suffer na Sierra Leone. And I make take today common water problem. We get rivers, abundant rivers where they flow. We're still suffering. Because when they want to give somebody Minister of Water and Mineral Resources, not because of his qualification, because they go protest, because then are they able to condemn president. That's how they reward them. They will not look at their qualification. Yeah, so now make we continue for suffer. Now make some people can say, Lord, call God will help we. This is not about God. Yeah, Africa, we know God past any other continent or whatever you call it. But the fact remains, suicide poverty, they real. Check. Out of the 5 or 10 poorest country, 8 they come out from Africa. Why? Because we always they do the wrong thing. Put the right people in the right place, you see results. Certain thing, politics, depoliticize it. But trust me, when they go now, the president will go, you will see they begin calling now, they commend people there. Una do well, una thank you for go save we. Una go, we will send some money for una. We go this, we go that, una go take, that's just all. The organizer they now that they can't catch money so at whose expense? The expense of the poor people. The last question we will respond to, you say, and diaspora we get a stake for playing the development of Sierra Leone. Always they say this, God bring everybody in this part of the world now, diaspora, for a purpose, not only for just your family. Yeah, trust me, I want to believe if God asks every one of us, what have you done? Not only for your family, but for your nation also you come out. Some people will have nothing to say. Because you see development, you feel development. In fact, 90% of who are in Guyana because of we country underdeveloped. But yet still we have not contributed one positive things for make Sierra Leone change. Instead, we dey under political party, they support, even when we know say this is wrong, we're still supporting it because it's a political party. It's our tribesmen that is in position. Like what me say yesterday or so previous day, only God now go judge people them rightly. Because even we who they talk, we don't know that connected to political party. So even when they make comments na the platform, you they really still side and come off from. But God will reward every one of we or every one of anybody where then the diaspora we get Sierra Leone at heart other than political party. Because God bring win and inside now for we in turn help and save life the way they die in Sierra Leone unnecessarily. Let we help for change Sierra Leone. Now they go make the pressure self where they meet with now go reduce. Because if Sierra Leone they develop, you will reduce the sending way they send every month. If Sierra Leone they develop, but people where they beg you every 2 days na Facebook or waiting they call they go reduce because they said they get job. They said they see development. But if we continue this, I'm afraid. Thank you very seriously, Sipuli.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Yes, Tony, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me and Kusher Kabo Family. I think I want for the in line with you just say. I mean, washing with dirty linen all the time outside no go solve the problems. How many demonstrations we they don't hold? I mean, he no get no effect. He not change nothing. Even unless they do the same thing, he not change nothing. You understand? And this is not the first time we didn't demonstrate against President Bio. Even at other party, we didn't demonstrate. You understand? So it's not something new that if they see people with green, white, and blue, they demonstrate and therefore take them against the president or whatever. There's other means we can use, other strategies, them the way you go use. Engage the print or engage the electronic media. We get media houses in Sierra Leone. We get most of these the key embassies. Them that's the Sierra Leone. You have American embassy, you get British High Commission, you get several other embassies with it. Not know the way they happen as well, they know. Because they get a media team. They also get the PR or whatever waiting called. Every time they go meeting on Mondays, then they update themselves waiting they happen as alone. So long office anything where they happen as alone, now in isolation, these people don't know waiting they happen as alone. They know. They know everything. I think waiting we should be doing is, I mean, get media houses that work with the talk to. Look, what would they talk so? I'll tell you something. The president, they listen. You have ministers that are close to the president where they listen. You get people then where they way. I mean, not so you had the first lady, they listen one time, where a screenshots are sent out to you. Yes, they listen. So many times when we come out, we love with the condemn or people that were in there, with a foster solution as well. And I'm not gonna say the president is not a listening president, but I feel say there are other strategies and the way we can use for we able to make the voice they know. Even Adebayo, the president they listen Adebayo, where Adebayo they so because in his speech last time he said somebody they cost man because if you know the news, you understand. So I mean fighting this and that they show we how we did. It show we dynamic we country because we get this pulling down syndrome. Most of the people then just like our previous contributors on now for the personal gains, it's not about the nation. Some of the things that when they raise up, when they right killing old president is a murderer. This happened the last time. They not kill people them the last regime na Kabbalah. They do that. So don't make like say some of these things now when Marabioka yesterday, yes, side and way they get challenges and pitfalls them, what we expect much from them. They make some of we they talk because what's in it, our expectations was too high. We really say because they see the challenges and when we did, they're going for do certain things and for remedy the situation or change. And forget say some of the things that when they happen at the end of the day, when make people vote against the APC. No, not to say they were rousy. No, even on the APC, things were hard. And Matter Bill didn't just wake up one morning, they make him president. No, people voted for him. We see. Some of whom on the other side would even sympathize for me. I sympathize with KKY because none of these guys, even the opposition, SLPP, not me, they talk in parliament. Now, before that thing, they didn't pass toll gates now. Wait, outside and then we waiting at the diaspora, whether or not they collect toll money, whether or not finish, or 50% of the work not complete. Yeah, put under the past regime. So long not they make like everything was rousy under the APC regime. No, it was still the hardship. Things were still hard and difficult. So let us implement another strategies. What we will not say is the president will listen. Hey, I'll tell you they listen. If people then come together, organize it, we they make symposium, we they make Bintumani, we they invite it, because even if you don't go, they make civil society or other people go there and talk. It must get media coverage, media houses, and go the electronic media and everything. The president must get that information. Say, hey, people then get meeting at Bintumani against things the way they go on at the country. We know right. What that means then they fighting now. If you say you get them for come, no. Media will tell. I mean, these two political parties, not the sick people in interest that much. Most of them, they're personal gains. The legacy they want for left, now some of them legacy, now their own personal achievement, what's in they go gain. You understand? So let us design another way, draft another strategy, how you go engage your presidents and give them coverage. But for say they demonstrate, they pull to assist, they carry, they slap the companies, they Leone. No. They help the situation. Help the situation. Became them. It go help this time. No, these people know exactly what is happening in Sierra Leone. You understand? So when they condemn, sometimes when we can, I mean, most times when they talk, they foster solutions. Yes, like yesterday, how we go build institutions one for correct inflation. There's no way you go to spend more money outside. You expect for getting a favorable balance of payments. No, or you get a favorable balance of trade. No. Because we spend more than what they receive. So you map out strategy, even though when you talk about the dog, you go for talk about the bone. Some of them are the diaspora, what will they contribute in a salon? Past December, I'll buy ticket, we'll go shape game, we'll go, everything. So people then they same one. When that the diaspora they come out and go salon, now make you find out so we know they get good, they get productivity very low. Because some people and they all then they think about the diaspora, how for going to politics and amass web. They're not even thinking, they're not creative. Don't even so not even whatever. You understand? Just get power and go eat what is go for it. So nothing other way in their mind. It's only few people they work. We don't go condemn too much. Like say APC may better pass SLPP. For me, it depends on the angle. Look how you they talk. You understand what I mean? If them they do good work, people don't go vote and come out. Some of this problem where we face so it don't happen. Because when you talk about the SLPP guy, then they say happen on the APC. It happen on the APC. So it's like, do me, I do you. So some things the way they happen even in this government. A lot of things, like say, I mean, when we talk and all the president in the, how you go do them? Get symposium na salon. But people they go December na salon. If we organize, get a strategy, say, we want for all symposium na salon. Copy different houses and copy different embassies. American embassy, this is what we want to table. And this is what we want for talk. If you say you not go, if you not go, you must send him useful information. Even if they not honor arms, they don't honor no invitations, they must get the dayness of waiting people then go talking at the meeting. Means we want people that want for invest, people that want for come at the country. But you guys have to do this. We have to make sure say this is rectified. This area we get get financial institution. We go able people that even on the ground. If they want for going into business, because there's no way we can turn around the economy if we just say government therefore do everything. It has to be two approach. You get both the private sector and the public sector. You understand? Even when we cry, you get foreigners, then they're on the ground where they invest. Some people then they get the opportunity that then country for even coming to partnership, form partnership business, go and invest. They have the capital, but they don't want to do them because where to make nicer people in governance. Even when APC themselves, they're not even doing when are they your political party just because they want political appointments. So no, if we want for change the dynamics. You understand? We say for they live in the diaspora, not for just to go demonstrate, APC in a power demonstrate, SLPP in a power demonstrate. Look at Guinea. I always the benchmark Guinea because most times I didn't at the airport because me let's study me the work day. And see the amount of Guineans where they go out, Holland, this account with business. I go me, I meet Salon the way they Guinea, when na Salon Soman Then they do business, very lucrative, very this. So don't not just say, walk out with demonstrates there, go solve the problem. No, it's not going to solve no problem. The man, we want to engage the president on ground. Like where they salon, get symposium, go to a radio station, pay for airtime. Pay now, AIYV say, they pay for this, I want for talk to one for the. They must listen. Or even at them platform, SSF. If you say you want for Canadian platform, okay, this type of political platform, we just out people with daily concerns of people in the country. Yes, but there are other means we can use where they go listen. But here can all demonstration and waste of time. See people in the guy from other states, people in the come out even so they go from New York, people in the come out and a waste of money. Some people in the find recognition. That's it. And recognition, some people in the find. At the end of the day, they give their position and then they perform. That's not me on take, but get it. They go down, they go demonstrate. What's mileage they get? No mileage. For me, a waste of resources, no mileage. You want to engage the president where people in the talk December, una form better strategy. Get symposium, don't peaceful, whatever. You don't need for go team up in a park for make you the demonstrate or organize people there for kind of street. No. Go national radio and pay certain radio station there was say, now this strategy you want use. Now that this one for chocolate president, he must listen. Me I feel say not only is there strategies then they might go listen. Not so for even go campaign, but now for let you air out and say, compare things. Show them this, now this you will do. Now this we for do. Now this we for do for accomplish this. Now this we for do. Or also wait till now one let we contribute. We waiting at the diaspora. Okay, we want let government give we some tax rate because we don't want for coming for invest. We want for coming for do this. We need agricultural implements. We need more tools. We need more this. We need more implements of seeds. So we need this. That's the way we're everything. But if you say that this selfish way we all want for waiting, no. I mean, I don't feel so we'll get the mileage what they look for. The only mileage we will get is constructive criticism. Go on ground or even the way they live in the diaspora, do them media you get. Any corner where the president they listen at the bio. Now that they will not go listen. Oh, that means they work in communicate. That's will go begin to wash with the dirty man. Because America, of course, they know what's in happen as alone. British embassy, they know what's in happen as alone. Not for saying isolated cases, no, because they have embassies. That me take. But as you say, they forget a better strategy. Now we have for the disgrace. Now we say people don't know they make like I said, even APC gold to me the photo, the people them they pick waiting. No, it's hard. Now because of bad work, they make them out the content themselves they count they based on them bad work on APC because APC may do this, APC may do this, or APC may do this. No, not forget quick. If they pray, if they do something, we're going to change things on the ground. That's what they sit down we condemn. That's what they sit down we talk English. That's what they sit down we talk with. We therefore contribute on ground. If you ask the Nigerian guy there, some man in the south come out in the east or side, they don't even nobody. The government they do nothing, no pipe ball, no water, no this. But they come together in the diaspora, they put resources, they build school at them villages, they put certain things at them. I feel so if we begin to think and foster certain solutions back to the country, things can go work well. But trust me, I mean, not to say that strategy, that archaic strategy, that won't become absolute. For they can demonstrate now UN and you say well UN it's absolute, man. I'm your take.
All right, thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Welcome on board, Usfriend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple for giving me the platform. And thanks a lot to all the listeners and viewers. And thanks for the good job. For address, first of all, this issue of peace and this protest, I believe saying the protest, first of all, go see and see a political view. They all man get difference in political views, then what they don't go show. Because of that, the protest go on. But here now, the point I want to address you first in a claim, I believe, say, they do the area of the purpose of the media. And we know, see the media and at one point where even the United Nations, the peace, they try for show them work. And here, what you they try for do, they try for become somebody who know the ferment problem again. For say they can begin the acting for let you ferment problem. Then one thing. And then the other thing, as I say again, the idea say one, they stand for say on the way of the protesters directly, but you stand there as a broker. That was as a broker. So you don't act as a broker now. We don't try for show say well, what you do so you don't squeeze out the ethics. With this ethics where you squeeze out of it from both of them, say the ethics we not see for say. Then go portray an image of argument in front of other protesters. Because if you observe them, you will see a line of protesters and be from different sects. So now that ethics that you don't squeeze out is up to how the person see them. So that you don't strive for stand along the way for a broker. So looking at the point of the protesters, I believe say then they then go try for the look into areas and how then the channel then cries. We all know say UN then they against human rights, then get different factors, then get different bodies, then get the one there who dey for education, then get the one there for picking, then get different sectors and all hold different meetings. So based on this fact, and you as a protester, especially when you know say this where you go end up because of una get grievous or resentment or una get like something una be don't keep inside una mind. And because una don't keep that grievance day, and that way dey for exhibit am. So you dey see there is a point of tension can come about. But when you look at the way where you want to swing the address here, me, I go look am from this point, say both of them supposed for know, say one, the one day who will sit and they against, say the present government they do this and this. Well, it's up to how what type of way would they want to present the matter. Because other ways than they, especially now how more than this they go, especially when those protests are going on with the way we own nature of fighting and arguing, or in other words, argue out with words in public way, where they go up to swearing words there at the public, you say this is not the right way. Then can get side where they can say well, they right as a kind of all man they write this protest or something where you accept say this why I would they go give in other words, we all they sign up, then we will present and say this, now this, we own grievance or we own points day. So then get for the follow this point. And when I get for follow back, waiting then at the agenda. Because the agenda, even though they go for go remind them, that's good because that's so many people they do. But there is another way again, I will look at the tension, we will build up, let una message they go. Because through by that, you will reduce the tension of the one then, was now, then they create more tension. The one they would against, the one they would in favor, and they create more and more argue. Would I get more people them, or would I cause power? So this they always create to go, why you go silent them? Now when una go follow, una go present this particular petition, if una forgive, una present them. That might be another way, especially for Sierra Leoneans who as you say the way when they present. That might be a way. Because when you look at the United Nations as I talk, now like an exams where picking they take with different subjects, they made up of different bodies. And just like the subjects and back are different. So because of the bodies are different, they get the one thing for food, as I say, they get rapporteur who they go against issue that would they happen, would they see even the United Nations and even the US, they would not see even the styles individuals, them would not even see, they don't write to 2021, the human rights report about Salon. So you now as somebody would know them procedure who don't go. If you not even know, then let people and try for it, find out these things and will help them because you will not say loud, wait, last, see, waiting to happen. If these people not take action, because you they get for see about political immunity, what you get for a whole lot of people immunity for government and all this. So when I get for go through this procedure, rather than when I go do something where the movement go effect, that will get any effect for sure and that thing. The point here is then get different people and now then they say like maths is a requirement for your subjects where you take as a student, having the example. You therefore pass maths before you go, if you don't do well on the other subject. So the same way, the different subjects on different areas, and one try for give an example, the points them where UN they do, then get the food, then get the one day for human rights, development UNDP, then get the one that win a watchdog for human rights intelligence, then get all those things. So you go see say the point where na the main one, that SDG, when are the 16 SDG. Because even today and yesterday, they wait for people to go give their speech, even Gutierrez, the one who in open speech day, na at that point they try for emphasize. The other one in a subsection. So the point here is that's not a major point where you get for pass before they say your country is peaceful because you get sign out the SDGs and all go get for camp when a school or inequality where the place is peaceful. So if then they write about that one day and they talk about that one day, so una therefore know say the people and they in favor of see. So it's up to which evidence go there now where una they accused now for let it go get the evidence who go reach for let them go say then will put you under tight place or let's say query you, not put the more polite words to query you for say why this and this and wherever you go N9M. So this is what I drive for educate people. I say then get requirements there. So these are the main side. So also because I don't do well for education, they don't go bother you because you don't do well. You don't do well for this. Oh, this you don't do well because now different people and they mark their things there. What's not different people they observe. If you do bad, then therefore pull you backward and tell you say no, not to so A, therefore B. But yes, still because of the people they say we're not going to go give the UNDP development or UNICEF, we no go maculate the picking because now that's the UN body dey for. So this is what you get for way out between those areas and how me get for approach certain things in protest or in any way. It comes down to intelligence and like how you dey do so. Now the work where you they do, and I expect that journalism go for to do that things there because when you see on the sides then you go understand. Because we look at the people who they protest today, some then na for climate, some then for mining, some na for gas things, some human rights, some na for the Chinese people and they protest against. So different one days, so then she don't do like a people who they meditate quietly, but then we see now people are now in different points where then they throw words against them between the 300-meter side. So all these states, then they take Wigianda, then they take Post-Symphonia, all those kind of things, you see, it's right to protest, which is the fundamental point back when they try to argue for people, but it's up to your responsibility for the respect when you get that ethics that we don't squeeze out, say this is the ethics point we will not get for avoid, we don't analyze all these people and they listen. So that's not the point where I hope say for like we'll get that making of the peace, we'll avoid that conflict of two sides coin. When you say it's two-side coin, you know for be two-side coin, peace and it's just like two-side coin, you see them one, then they'll buy, then they'll buy. So two-side coin, wait on so you see in the part, you see this by no, therefore call them a coin. If I make a two-side coin two-side coin, not to that part, then you make your own coin is different from this coin when a legal coin. No, so this side you will put peace where you feel the turn and this other side back, they call on the same coin. No, peace not for be that kind type of way. We therefore know the importance way we get now the society we will get for we help we self because we don't come up and post war. That optimism, the people they expect them, the optimism is there actually. But if those hopes we're not able to reach there yet, you get for channel them and wait for say we get for show how they give them, not to anger. The anger, if I even want for cause self, like use another word, like make we learn for cut down because people they expect anger through swearing or using big words. We don't see even people like the mainstream media, even just a while ago, people and they use words, not because they want to use that word they use that for say he angry, let that person they feel the pain. But that is not the method we get for apply. You get for apply diplomacy in everything, even you as a civilian, you get for get civil rights, where you get for protest. The right of protest is there, but it's the situation we will deepen now, the world will deepen, the social media they so and everything they so. Now that approach they are one the people and the approach and up to politicians, which if they go out for go see there and which they do because things are there. Then they just they take hand and play for you. They say how they play for them over and over. We don't say this trade. So you see people and become trapped in waiting, then they say, let that not become a trap. Then we left the law for take. The human rights is daily. Would I be don't do bad? Who no say person don't die in your hand or you don't cause person die rule. If God day and the Lord day, you go pay the price for that in either year or some way. Because humanity we all day for Lord will govern himself fine, Lord will go before and Lord will live in a peaceful way. Not to work one sect they say because now that one the more which is more dangerous because it can be a tribe, it can be a group. Because even the word tribalism, that's a point where they been remove them. Now the dictionary, not officially, they say when they use ethnicity, but when you even use the word itself, tribal, like the sound of it, it remind you of something. So they say, oh, Lord, use the word ethnicity. Lord, we'll just make a mind. How then they go? So they know people are not going to focus themselves because but one group begin to express, oh, we own consciousness, we shall be past all man. Then una they say, una your attitude and practice, una know they say, Lord, we have around for bluff and show off, and then we will compare and interchange and enjoy the fact of the culture. When they say no more, we get strong feeling for loyalty. What you don't believe, say we are this color or this tribe, we stand on them. And what would they do? Would they exclude anybody where they try for put we will not do the way we be? And I one day at the most hard point, that point they will deviate on ourselves when I begin they say, oh not they, but it all to do because you get the tribal side, you get the ethnic tribe, the ethnic, then they believe say that this particular way would they try for live, and then you go inside the tribe part now. We say that this we hold on to. Another one, the more not good power grouping. Let the grouping then be the same. Let we look how don't come out and let leaders they help. Thank you very much. Let people know say news is very important and an important commodity, and let them they follow the mainstream media like Leone and reliable source and make up things. Thank you very much. Let God help the nation. Let we get peaceful transition. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, his friend.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, sir.
Okay, boss.
3 minutes, sir.
All right, sir. Mina Bakar from London.
Go ahead, Bakar.
One of they talk that they talk about this president say they listen. This president no they listen to people them. Cop no own letter say we dey go present letter to president. No good complain but wetin everything we not satisfy with. Now beat them, then get them commode. The president get them commode from that time they say and then the certificate to them don't give up, they don't take on the hand back. Now then there's the Mohammed Kone the talk say you know recognize what in a cop no exist. Now the kind president is we don't see don't make town hall where he call people and now the in clapping team now then go there. Uma Ufufana and they ask question. I don't know if you go remember when woman Fofana ask and say if you know the sorry for the auditor general the way then the Twitter. Then President Bio say you dey sorry then they sorry for me where food and the cost huh? If the woman Fofana they tell her say that woman is not a politician, he said a public figure. So you know that man they listen. Now that same press conference they say Ernest Komano to party how then the force and follow and the man be party. This man they listen to people them. So me I feel to say if they get away for demonstrate, then for demonstrate against them. And me know they are me no favor the mamikos. I no favor that at all. But we see when they demonstrate against Ernest, let anybody prove me right. Wrong, I mean, when they demonstrate against Ernest, we see APC t-shirts them. We demonstrate against Ernest. APC, SLPP, all man demonstrate against Ernest. This demonstration, then we don't plan and say, PPP, Sierra Leone Lives Matter, which concerns Sierra Leoneans, and they for do this demonstration. Now, he make this government send counter people and for go counter the demonstration. So you see, say this demonstration different from Ernest own. Now we no more get demonstration where people and they will go counter the demonstration. This government no they listen to people them. They no they listen. Now the when person vex them come on and say they're not terrorists. Protesters then they come on and to call them terrorists. This government wanna check. Yeah, Tripoli. I want to send that video then demonstrate against Ernest. You see man they wear APC vest then demonstrate against Ernest. Not to force it. This one now we dey see say this na different one. The SLPP side, you see them put Goboy all men they and they sing men they all man are SLPP na that side. You see, so the demonstration is different. And we go for demonstrate. If they need allow we for now demonstrate now country. If the man can't say also go able to demonstrate against, we go demonstrate. We go demonstrate. The man no they listen to people them. They don't care over media they not salon go through the media. Whose media they go to? The opposition member them non-media no they call them for interview. Now one game say I know say they talk then they give them for
I don't pass 3 minutes there.
all right, pa. Okay, pa.
thank
Thank
you.
you. All the same. Yeah.
Please, 3 minutes, yeah? Please. Yes, caller. What
Yes,
are we
sir.
talk
Thank
to?
you, sir.
Now the US line.
Omar.
Yes, Omar,
Thank
3
you, sir.
minutes, sir.
Yeah. You know, sometimes they get people a little confused there, though. You know, one time we want people learn for carry on the civil duties, learn for do such as go register, go vote, follow rules, and for do this, abide by rules. So I think we mistake sometimes, and they say we know political because all them things they will do so the political processes now we go through so. The highway really dangerous, not the extreme one, not the bad one. We will not take we say for be brothers, sisters, we live together and do things for how we develop the country. But me if you say anything way you do, protest or this, that, or if you do on the right way, it will be lucrative for everybody who is involved. Well, some people don't go vex, but say corrections needed sometimes. You just feel like you get nurse, then a hospital, patient they come. Every which thing you don't do for that patient today, you still want more because now you're not the only resource where you get that particular time day. It will give you millions of questions. You go answer and you repeat that question, they back give you. You don't go say you don't go answer that question again. No, because now your responsibility that follow you go again and repeat them, answer them the way you don't get to. So sometimes they will really confuse people. We all will confuse ourselves sometimes. We want for law to carry on civil duties and responsibilities, but at the same time, you know what? Let you voice out your concern, say, hey, this not the go right, this not the go right. We just for pen we no more with the express sentiment, the way not cause any chaos for anybody in that place. But I don't think say nobody know the way not political. We all political. Now the extreme line back because if you dey take part in elections, if you go register, you dey follow rules then rules they will they make it and a representatives now different places then they make them rule now you make them sit down there for make them rule. Then for listen to you whether they make their rule that day. Till way be for the common good. Now that ain't there for the put on there. Till way the better everybody in the country. Now ain't there for the do. So I don't think say protest bad. Now the way you go do it. But keep people the beneficiary, we're not beneficiary of things that we people don't do long time. Centuries. Now ain't then take for let we recover, let we get the opportunity there, for let we vote today. Let them even call you say you na motorman because now act forcing them they call we before. They don't consider you say. You know how many people that don't fetch they fetch early? How long they take for fetch early? They don't give up, even though they succeed one or two times. Then fetch and fetch, just like what we did at you did at this station, yeah, they encourage people them for fetch. I don't think say everybody for lose hope for say this not work, now this will work. No, modalities there for coming on a plenty one there. And like I say, we all political, but we just get to be conscious of how you do it. You know, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, man.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 minutes, straight to the point. Mike, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not Mike. I come from Philadelphia. Yeah, me actually be there at the protest today. I be there. You know, I go to New York there. I go to protest itself. Just from the onset, while I walk inside, right? Because I don't know which the difference is between the two protesters there. So me, I walk towards the SLPP side. So the guy that want to go fetch me already, you know, just from me while I walk inside there, you know. And then now from them thing and then I didn't know say them guy they're not really, you know what I mean, like they don't appreciate other Sierra Leonean there. Just because you come protest on a different side, you know. They want to go fetch me already, you know. So now they say that they begin the Cuscas, then what they na the SLPP, now they begin them from the jump, you know. So, you know, the protest, I was okay with it. It was successful because, you know, every protest get in meaning and get waiting and go for. Me go there particularly for the extrajudicial killing where they go on at the salon. And the thief salon people the money. Now then they me go there for go protest again. And I believe say that is successful. Because until they stop for kill with people in another country, we're not going to stop for protest against them people, yeah. Until they stop for thief the money in another country, and do better things with that money, we're not going to stop for protest against them people, yeah. Just in the past few days, $600,000 and President Bio don't spend just for this in travel from Kenya to London to Yaso to America. 600,000. If that money people don't take and invest in agriculture, like something will be better. I don't see how they protest against. Let them use the money wisely in another country. I don't know who they protest against. Yeah? Let them use the money wisely in that country. And never, they not ever give people in Nigeria a fair chance in that country. For let people invest in that country. Yeah? Let them invest the money in the tip so. Let them go invest in it alone. I don't know who they protest against. I make contribution on it.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Yeah. Call on the UK line. 3 minutes. Who that would you talk to?
Yeah, thank you very much, Chipwe. Thank you for all the analysis. Actually, everybody gets your different opinion. But then, actually, I just want to differ a bit from the last submission of Tony. Maybe in your opinion, anyway. Probably at least you don't go salon, they see and while they watch, while they follow you. You know, some of you know they talk in that parties and stuff. Anyway, one for see how salon they go before, and some of you grow up, they go school, go university, start for work, they beat before can't get much experience at the West. So you know, we want for really see what good thing they happen, like what the frustration way the event, and that's the truth. But this government who don't look at in and out, you look at all the ministers when they come online, when they talk on television, even back home, they don't give people a chance even. This ought to listen in government. This ought to listen people and we like what is today they say, for engage the president on the media or this. How many times they don't make forum they be humanity? It not work. This government now selected few, the brother. We then are you can I them they galvanize themselves. Today some of the people regret. This not to the government. This we end up grow. Yeah, we agree say the past governments be they do bad or whatever, like Cozy other submissions people in it. But the fact is, this government become the worst because they promise change. They don't do the changes. Look at the protest. We follow the protest. This protest before ever in the comments, people that don't be the big on social media for say they start this time, they start this time. Okay, who's the two protesters they will see the group they will see. This SLPP because they go support for supporting a party. What's the message they can go? They not can go banner. They not do nothing. They just go for going interrupt and dancing and sing their own songs. Them now that we see. But we see the other side, then get different groups standing. Okay, SLPP, Concern Salon Life Matters. At least they portray something and what did they happen exactly about the judicial killing, about corruption, other things them, the thievery. Of course, they able to make some messages there. But the other side, which message? So if I now say, then go the purely now they mobilize them because they don't go. The Minister of Information they mobilize their own people them for making them go counter this protest just for making them see and say then they do something good. This this is hard trend. I can't imagine you get Sierra Leoneans now that particular country who saw this on US for behavior and kind behavior there because this is about party business. This is about the country. We only see what they happen. Who's good when people they talk about human rights, other violations them, then you they say the government they do well. In which sense? More could be fair. Some of we they talk, we person talk and go say, this not way they talk so now. That's how they did. No, me I don't ever vote for APC that in life. I think the only time I vote where I be don't get sense so much on as Sijankaba vote for SLPP. But I don't ever vote for APC. I don't know an SCV. I don't know throughout the rule. I know in a salon. So but the fact is, what did happen now? Believe me, a part of look at the money, the inflation today. All right, Sripu, thank you very much. No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now just stay to the 3 minutes. All man go able to get chance, but now we hear from them. Yes, scholar. Who that would they talk to, please?
Me a concerned citizen.
Concerned citizen, you get 3 minutes.
Okay. The guy after this guy will be talk. I support that guy. You understand? The one we become before this other guy. Because Salon, they thief money. You understand? And the money where they thief now for themselves for me they become rich and famous. But I know say what you talk, put the person name there, but just they bring that person there up about Sylvia Blyden. He get mind sit on social media. They say somebody thief money. You understand? And he get mind they get bluff say where the person thief if for return the money where it thief. And when you say somebody thief, the first thing what they for do, that person not for even they among Sierra Leoneans right now. The person where it thief for they na prison. Why is they going to do investigation? But you they see poor Sierra Leoneans, the thief just fall. They go put them in prison just for that fall where they thief. But then when a politicians there, they thief money, then they kind of social media. They bluff again. Say we don't thief Salon money. Then the one the way they support this nonsense party there, they go support them a street. Then the worldwide go they say, oh, Sierra Leone they do well, Sierra Leone they do well. May they go to the prison. Most of the people that were in that prison, now the less privileged people there. But the politician, the way they thief this big money, then they prison. They even bluff on social media. You understand? So we Sierra Leoneans, now we self they kill we self. Because if you know, say politician they sit on social media, bluff say they don't thief. They wear that SLPP clothes, they wear that APC clothes, they go support them. Now the hypocrite one the way they among we. Now that they make Salon go ever better. So now me you want this.
Thank you very
I'm not
much,
getting
caller.
that for talk.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, caller, who would they talk to, please? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, sure. Triple A, this is Mosley.
Mosley, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thanks, boss. Thank you for the opportunity, man. I just want to make a quick one, actually. Probably follow up the last caller, the last person we've been just on the phone. I think, to go back to your point, you make a point earlier, I think the politicians and they listen. The problem is, we the people then are we not the problem. The politician then get we right now the hands. All these things where they go, so at the end of the day, as we say, now they're not the winners. I used to say some man make comments about Martin Luther King's and all these things. All those things then be they happen when people then be able to succeed when people then speak in one voice. Unfortunately, we Sierra Leoneans, let's tell you something. A few of us then at the middle, we get that country in our hearts. Majority of these people already go say matter. The reason why maybe matter be not the listen, not the pay attention, they listen but not the pay attention. When man go talk against matter, we go just say about this na APC person. The same with APC. Where APC, the way man go talk, you go say this na itself. Because we know the try to follow that common agenda where we all go come to one and just say, listen, we don't care how say you come on, which you tribe, which you party, which you region or whatever. This for now, we want salon for better. We want salon for go before. The moment we start forget that particular objective, I'm telling you, man, them politicians say I will force them for listening. Not to say they're not, then they agree with. But then just don't play with me because at the end of the day, as the last person talk, let's tell you something. Most of them demonstration, this is not the honest truth. Most of them demonstration would happen. So the people that we go against, most of them, I'm telling you, now come from the other party. They're not doing it for the country interest. Let's you this. Because if you go there for the country interest, as we can say, we get constructive criticism. Go begin course, man, because go begin to do this, go begin to show yourself and think. Nah, that's not what Sierra Leone need. That's not what we country need anyway. So I just believe say the moment until and when we Sierra Leoneans start to speak in one voice, we follow one aim, we go reaching at the same destination together. If not, the politician they just get for continue for the rubbish we, continue for corrupt we. That's it. That's the ball in we cut. Until we change, then politicians will change. If not, now a doomsday. Honestly, thank you again. Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Moses.
Thanks.
Yes, Tolu, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, Skipule, I don't know because unless in time I not be the follow up that much because you bring Sierra Leone closer, what I see today, I don't know. I see two sets of people then they try for. I don't know what SLPP them they do they, but I believe say now the UN most people how they go there now people always disgruntled. People always disgruntled about what happen at the country. Then I see SLPP there take people and send them for go counter. Just like from day one, waiting matter be from we come na power, waiting they do at the country. They suppress people and they suffer as alone, then and they make it seems like there is the country, everybody okay. From the time they come na power, now the 50 year this way they defend so. Now all of this 10th of 8th, 9th, 10th of August, 9 people are able make that mind themselves for common and do for demonstrate na the country. What him matter be feel? He feels the way he do that they go get a good result or waiting, or I don't know. And from what I see today, you can tell say yes, he spend plenty money. You can see the security them like the million at their own side. I don't know. You see, the SL people all go for go counter the other people, sell them plenty. Maybe sometimes incentives they come back from that. Why you block this gun to them? You block this gun, you suppress this gun to them, like people are okay at the country. How much people are they enjoying at the country? You not reach 15%. If he reach 10, you not reach 15% of the country. We always know that whether APC or SLPP, people then is gone to say, no, now one of the poorest countries in the world. How you go can rule, then they make like say people are okay in the country. Also, now they argue people, or people in tell say no, people then they suffer the country. You know, look how fast dollar don't go, they don't go from the time we take over. How fast dollar don't go right up there. And in your record, I think it beats APC. Yeah. How you go send people under? Now New York people are they go now people are this gone to. Not say the people are way okay. How you go send people away okay, then they go there and go and pull devil and they enjoy. Not so for now they enjoy. Not so now they want to see in New York. Now people all this gone to. Come on. How you go send people in for counter? Then you see how they smuggle and quick way come out, then can't go overside, then we go the old mic they talk to people there, they're glad for them. Yeah, you can tell yes, are they now? Yeah. No, not I want to see in New York. People are going to New York, people all this gone to.
All right, thank you, Tolo.
Okay, and Triple. Yeah.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. I think the opening analysis you make and clear. I think what we want will not stop people for let it down go demonstrate, but this cost business on a need for stopper. I really need for stopper. You know, the politicians and don't succeed. Would they even see and maybe in the one they have one the way and they go now the media, you know, all with it and they talk about now themselves no more. None they talk about issues. You know, today at the watch silver blighting. If you are so equipped with understanding about what they happen in the country, why they not focus on asking her how people situation they go in the country about the people and what do you think about the economy? What do you think about school education? What do you think about water? What do you think about electricity? So even the media won't they talk about. They know they even interview people about issues and way people and they go through. Rather than political grievances, neither they ask people about. They watch that in they cry to myself. You know, people in Sidoyanda, they're hungry. People in Sidoyanda, they don't get water. People in Sidoyanda, they don't get electricity. You know, in many places now the country, healthcare get issues. They not spend one time on that. You know, this is very, very disheartening. I want to let people know, say, wait and they talk about Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King no work up a peaceful work now. Watch the whole thing. How many times they've been beaten them? How many times they run after them? Peaceful protest no day. Protest no day because the one way they go protest against, it want for continue for enjoy for whole power and get the resources. So instead they get a more power with the government forces behind that for let them run you out of town. Fight where Martin Luther King been the fight. If we not be able to see George Floyd in that one, now the same ideology, now in the good work, it still happen now. So where they see the good part no more, they forget about the trampling part. They don't beat people, they don't send dog pande. Man way they not power. You know they ever see though you go for chair. And most times I tell people in certain cases, beware where you want correct upward. Way they on top, you get hammer in your hand. As you want for correct idea, make an you hear boom. That's the reality. Now so life day. Any side you get authority, people and they wait and they support the one they wait and get the power. People and they wait and they support the one they wait and don't get power. Then they you go there forever. Lord, we just left focus course and do the right thing. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, what would you talk to?
Hey, Triple A, how are you, sir?
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is AS Bangura from Pennsylvania. Triple A, there are a couple of things that really touched me about this matter, and I tried everything possible today to get on this line so I can be able to.
I get for fine if you not save that line there because.
Hey, bro, forgive me. I do it too. Forgive me, bro. Okay, so the first thing I want to touch base on AAA, and I mean, I will always say this. Now me the guy we make that statement. They say Martin Luther King once said that riots are the voice, or rather, the message of the unheard, or the voice of the unheard. Okay. Now, the reason why I say that is this. people will not protest and riot if they're being heard. Okay, sometimes there's many cases where it may be warranted, even if you're being heard. But for the most part, people don't waste their time to go protest if they're being heard. Okay, that's the one thing I want to put out there. The government right now in Sierra Leone, the government within inside Salon right now, does not want people to protest against them, and they've made it very clear, which is okay. It's not okay, but we as the people in the diaspora as well, we as Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora as well, we know that there's a way we can try to get the governments to kind of sort of hear us. Because in this country that we live in, we can stand in protest because there's freedom of speech, freedom to gather, freedom to speak as you will. Okay, we have that right here, even though the Constitution of Sierra Leone also gives the people that right. However, there's a small clause that says, in order for you to gather, you must get clearance from the police. Now, I want to know whose police station within a salon or whose police general within a salon, IG or whatever they call them. We go give clearance to people that we want to go protest against a sitting government. There's not a single IG in Sierra Leone that would give clearance to people that wants to protest against a sitting government, and this government has made it very clear. Another issue I want to mention before me time go up. AAA. APC, whether they talk about this is not about a party issue, okay? Me daddy, the paramount chief, me daddy, na be member of APC. It die as a paramount chief of Mafoki chiefdom, Mapotloko. But I will be the first one to tell you that I have everything in my heart. I have so much in my heart to tell the leaders of that APC party. You don't even know. Me, that's not like I don't me. Me, West Dinner, I go tell you, I'm the first one where they for stand against.